page 32. You can do the top part on your own. You are simply graphing the information in a table with the time of a runner. We've done that in our graphing equations book, graphing ratios book. Numbers 1, 2, and 3, you are going to graph each of these lines in the same grid, and then you're going to talk about what they each have in common. You've got this set that you'll graph here and you'll write what they have in common. This set you'll graph here and what they have in common, and this set. I have written out the coordinates, written out the equations. These are in y-intercept form, and this one kind of is too, but the difference is you have an x squared, so it's a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and draw out the xy grids. You don't need to do that on these. You can just use y-intercept form. But on this one's a little different. Let's start with the first one. X squared minus 8. If x is 2, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 8 is negative 4. If x is negative 2, well, negative 2 times negative 2 is also positive 4. Minus 8 is negative 4. Number 3. 3 squared is 9. 9 minus 8 is 1. I go ahead and do negative 3. I think I'm going to do 4 on these. Negative 3 squared is 9. Minus 8 is 1. These aren't lines. That's why I'm doing 4. Anytime you have a squared variable in a linear equation, you won't have a line, because then it won't be a linear equation, will it? Let's see, we'll do. So y equals x squared plus 1. If x is 0, 0 plus 1, y would be 1. If x is 1, 1 squared is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. If x is negative 1, well, negative 1 times negative 1 is also 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. If x squared is 2, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. And let's do this equation down here. X squared plus 4. X is 0. 0 plus 4 is 4. If x is 1, 1 squared is 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. If x is negative 1, negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. If x is 2, 2 squared is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. Now, when we graph the lines, the way that it works, since there's going to be 3 of them on the same graph, on the same grid, we'll plot the points and then draw the line. And then plot the new points and draw the line. If you try to plot all the points at once, then you won't know what points go with which line. So the first line, we have 2, negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have negative 2, negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then we have 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. We have negative 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. So that's what we have for the first one. You don't need a ruler for this. I'm going to say it's a parabola. The second one, we've got 0, 1. 0, 1. We have 1, 2. We've got negative 1, 2. got 2, 5. Got another parabola, see? Here. And then finally, the third one. Got 0, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 1, 5, -1, 5. Then I've got 2, 8, but I can't fit that one on here, so I'll just go with this. So, there. Now I need to write, what do they have in common? All right, I will say they are shaped like V's. They're shaped like V's. And are not lines. There we go. They're shaped like V's. They're not lines. That's this one. I'm going to say on these over here, you know, you want to see how the slope might be the same, might not be the same. You want to see how maybe the y-intercept may or may not be the same, whatever. But make sure that you plot your points, draw the line, plot those points, draw the line, plot those points, draw the line. If you get confused on A, remember this is, think of that as plus 0. Your y-intercept is 0. Page 33 says to draw a pair of axes on a piece of graph paper, which I've made that for you. You've got your grids and you've got your axes. Draw a line, then draw a vertical line. You can draw your vertical line wherever you want. I think I'm going to draw mine here. Write an equation of your line. Well, there's no y-intercept, and can't really do slope. This is really just x. Now this is just y. The equation for this would be y equals -2. When you have vertical lines and horizontal lines, you're not quite able to do the full linear equation in slope-intercept form. This one, you just have a y value. No matter what, x can be anything, but y is always -2. It says pick 2 points on the line and try to use them to find slope. So you do that on your own, pick the 2 points, then explain why it is not possible to find slope for a vertical line. Down to number 4. You are going to put these equations into slope-intercept form. I will help you with this one, and then I want you to do both of these. Remember, slope-intercept form, you're solving for just the y. This is a -3y. I want to get rid of the positive x, so I will subtract x from both sides. That cancels out, and I'm left with -3y equals -x minus 15. Now I have -3y, and I need to get rid of the -3. So the opposite of multiply by -3 is divide by -3. that cancels out. Y equals, I'll separate the terms, negative x over negative 3 plus negative 15 over negative 3. Y equals, I'm going to separate the x from the fraction, and plus it's negative divided by a negative, so I'm going to have a positive. Positive 1/3 times x. Then I've got a negative and a negative. Negative 15 divided by negative 3 is positive 5, plus 5. So that is this one in slope-intercept form. Now you can go back and do the other two.